Hello and welcome back to another live. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, people. And yeah, back another Thursday night show with Prime, people. Prime, how you been, man? How you been?
I mean, good. Long day, tiring day, but it's Thursday. Week's almost over. I'm good. What about you, bro?
Yeah, man, all good, all good. Yeah, long week, man, long week. But yeah, as you said, man, getting getting near to the end of the week. I just gotta get me through to get me through to Saturday, and I'm calm. Get me through to Saturday, and I'm calm. But listen, people, make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. We're trying to hit 1K this year. Trying to hit it as soon as possible. And actually, VO Mikes on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok if you want to follow me, and also the Clips channels on TikTok and Instagram as well. And yeah, listen, just here to discuss everything that just happened from pretty much Tuesday to Thursday as much as we can, because probably we'll both be on Omar's channel by 11 people as well. So if you want to come and join us for that as well, feel free. But let's start with you lot, man. Obviously, you lot drew with Bournemouth, 2-2. I feel like on Omar's channel on Sunday, you actually predicted you drop points. I could be wrong, but I feel like I remember you saying that.
I said we'd win 2-1, but like
Mm.
I said it reluctantly because I felt like we'd lose, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to put it out there, so I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's just end the rot. But I don't know, man. Like
Mm.
we did everything we were supposed to. We scored early this time, which
Yeah.
we did earlier in the season. We had all these chances in the first half to like kill off the game. We
Hmm.
didn't. Second half just ended up playing out like the Palace game. Both Palace games, home and away. It's frustrating what's happening right now. And as much as people can talk about Maresca, maybe making certain subs and stuff like that, which I completely understand,
Hmm.
these players need to start taking their chances, man. We're creating.
Yeah.
It's not like under people trying to do this weird Poch comparison. It's not like under Poch where we can all see it's just completely freestyle and there's no like structure. I
Yeah.
know what Maresca is doing. These we're creating chances for fun. We've not. The last time I remember creating chances like this was like under Tuchel early on, where we were able to just like break lesser teams down and create. Even against Real Madrid, I remember home and away, we were just creating chances for fun. But because we had Havertz and Mount up top and Werner, we just couldn't score any. But
Mm.
um, it's just so annoying. Jackson, I said this a few games ago, but when we started this bad run, that Jackson is burnt out. He
Hmm.
needs to come out of the firing line. The reason why he can't come out of the firing line is because we have no one else to come in for him. Last year,
Yeah.
when it looked like he was getting a bit burnt out, he went to AFCON. He didn't play at AFCON, to be fair, but he went to AFCON, and Chelsea fans saw how important he was for us. He came back just full of confidence and just turned into a completely different player. He started the season on fire. He's dropped off of it, which is fair. Again, it's not like I necessarily am holding anything against him or whatever, but it's like we don't have anyone else. That's why he gets overplayed. And every chance I think he's too much in his head. Since we played Southampton, he didn't get to play in because I
Yeah.
think he was on a yellow card. Then he played Spurs. He was too much in his head in the Spurs game, didn't score. And then since then, he's just been every chance he has, he is afraid he's missing, and then he's missing the next one and the next one. Whereas earlier in the season, he'd miss a chance, but it wouldn't matter because he knew in his head he was scoring the next one. And I get it, the Maresca in-game management stuff. I'm pissed off with that too. But if we're 3-0 up or 3-1 up in the first half because we're taking our chances, then like no one's angry about Nkuku coming on in the 87th minute, If we're
Yeah.
controlling games, which I've been saying all season, we do not control games. Why can't we win a game 1-0? Why can't we do that? If we were able to control games, then we wouldn't be complaining that we're 1-0 up against a Bournemouth and we're looking a bit shaky. We wouldn't be complaining because I just that's just a lot of what frustrates me. And yeah, we just give me a striker in January, a quality one
Hmm.
that can like so that we don't have to play Jackson all the time. Cole Palmer also is annoying me because even though he scores goals and everything, which is brilliant, but just stupidly just giving the ball away at certain times. Like you're not aware of what's around you. And to be fair, I can also say that to a lot of these players as well. Like you're not aware, like you're playing the second half just so lethargic and so sluggish. We are not good enough to play games in second gear all the time. We have to be on it, which is annoying. We can't be like a Liverpool or City, or even to an extent, right? Arsenal, where um like I know Arsenal, whatever it is, what it is, we will laugh. But when Arsenal are on it and they're good, they can just control games. We don't do that at all.
Yeah.
We don't control games. It's annoying. It's so annoying. And now we're fifth because Newcastle won. Go get me a striker, man. You were linked with Mateus Tell on Monday, and now we're linked with Adeyemi, bro. The guy is just a black neutral. No. Even Tell I rate, but like if you're playing Tell to play up top, that's a no for me. Just like
Yeah.
get me. I'm annoyed, man, and I'm also
That's not
annoyed
the
with this fan
competition
base.
that Jackson needs, fam. That's not the competition Jackson needs. Like Jackson needs, like, even in my opinion, I've always maintained that I prefer to see like a type of player like Jackson on the left foot sort of thing. But let's say he is someone that can play up front, which he can. He's proven he can. You get someone that's a bit different to him, but also someone that's a bit older and like, I know Jack's like 23, 24, but someone of that experience that can go to his level and make him go up a level as well. So you have like very good competition. So when someone's not in the firing line, you can just put someone in there and the shoes are filled very easily. It doesn't even have to be like, oh, Jackson's playing second fiddle or the other striker's playing second fiddle. There doesn't have to be a second fiddle. If you're trying to get top four or then challenge for the league, there doesn't have to be a second fiddle. No one has to be a second fiddle unless they're a star player. Think about like Man City, De Bruyne, Rodri are like not second fiddle because they are De Bruyne and Rodri. However, most other players on the pitch are second fiddle, like to each other, because they're both. Everyone's a squad player, really. So it's just a case of that as well. But also with these 5 games, has there been a pattern for you of why it's consistently gone wrong? Has it been to do with the manager? Has it been to do with the players? Has it been the same players letting you down, or is it just a case of, as you said, just lack of finishing chances, as you said, like not putting games away because you guys aren't at the level yet where, okay, if you put your even if you miss your early chances, you can put in the late chances because they're always going to come about.
It's the same stuff that was happening earlier in the season, but because we were winning games and finishing our chances, no one noticed. Well, I did, but like it wasn't really a thing that when I spoke about it, it didn't really mean anything because people weren't noticing. But you remember in the game, like the Brighton game, we were 4-1 up at halftime, I think.
Right.
Remember, we went 1-0. We think we went 1-0 down, and then Palmer had a chance. I think he missed, and then we went 1-1, and then they could have gone 2-1 up. Like we've had games like this. The Wolves game, how chaotic that was in the first half. We've had games like this, but the thing is, we've taken our chance. Like a lot of things that we're not doing now, we were doing earlier in the season. We would take our chances. The other opposition wouldn't always take their chances. Maresca would find out what was wrong in the first half, make a tactical tweak. He would score early in the second half. Or Maresca would take someone off at halftime. He did that against Liverpool, Sancho. Or Maresca would make a change by the 60th minute. Maresca's made a change by the 55th minute before. So we were doing a lot of things right across the board. Second halves earlier in the season, we were controlling games. I remember the Brighton game, the Wolves game. Chaotic in the first half. Maresca makes a change. We control it in the second half better. I remember praising Enzo in the second half against for the Brighton game. And I criticized how poor he was in the first half. So there were things we were doing earlier that we're not doing now. When we played Leicester, we won the game 2-1, but that should have been a clean sheet, if not for that Lavia penalty he gave away. And then we played Aston Villa. Fine, Leicester are relegation side, but Villa is a very tough side to play. And we controlled the game from minute 1 to minute 90. I think Caicedo inverted from right back. Lavia and Enzo played in midfield. It was like a perfect game for Chelsea throughout. And I think kind of since then, we haven't had full control in games like that. Even the Spurs game, aside from that chaotic first 10 minutes where Cucurella was slipping like Gerrard, we controlled the game. We had like full control of the game. But it's just been so many things that were working in the first half across the board, we're not doing now. Maresca is not making early changes. He's not making tactical tweaks at half time when he was doing that earlier in the season. We're not taking our chances. Jackson is just off form. Palmer is just off form. Madueke is not playing anymore when he was playing earlier in the season because people can laugh at Madueke. I'm not his biggest fan. But the best partnerships in attack we have in this team is Jackson and Palmer and Palmer and Madueke. We're not missing one of those partnerships. Neto was playing more so on the left, and I think he's better on the left, my personal opinion. We just had so many. We had Lavia, he was playing, he was fit when we went on that, when we were going on that run. Again, I keep telling people when Enzo looked his best was when he had two bodyguards in midfield. Keep saying it. He doesn't have his bodyguards anymore. I wonder why he looks bad. We have no Fofana. We don't have that recovery pace at the back anymore. Colwell's Colwell. Like, and we still have Sanchez in goal. Like, it's just a lot. There's a lot of factors now. And I just think if we just get a win, if we just win a game, we could end that rot and go back on the winning run. But I don't know when, because it was that Bournemouth game would have been fine if we had taken our chances, gone 2-0 up at halftime, maybe 3. We're fine. We win the game, and no one's talking about. Jackson had a chance actually he had 2 chances, one in the first, one in the second. Bro, you just take one of those chances, and all of a sudden, no one's talking about your misses anymore. Like, start taking it's just annoying. Start taking our chances, man. Like, it's so and I don't. But what's annoying me isn't even everything on the pitch or Maresca. It's its fan base. People talking about, let's compare our first 18 or our first 21 to Poch's last 21, and Maresca is only he's only built off of Poch's foundation, and now he's run out. And what's annoying me also is fan base. I never known it to be so pussy. You guys will call out a player or call out a manager early. You're not doing it with Maresca. If you're Maresca out, just say it, because people are doing these undertones. Oh, Maresca is similar to Poch. But you guys didn't rate Poch either. So you Maresca out. Well, no, I'm not saying I'm Maresca out. I'm not saying I'm Maresca out. I'm just saying it's similar to. If it's similar to Poch and you didn't rate Poch, then you don't rate Maresca, and you didn't rate him in the first place because you guys were calling him out back in preseason, which is fine. If you're Maresca out, please I'd rather you don't say it so you don't cause toxicity. But stop being pussy. Just say it. Just say it. Be honest. Bro, I didn't want Poch from when we were even linked with him. I wanted him gone by the Liverpool game when he played Chilwell left wing. But what I did, at least I dropped my ego and I gave it 10 games. We played the worst Man United side I've seen until this season. We got slapped. I wanted him gone, but people said I have an agenda. If you have an agenda or you don't have an agenda, you don't like this manager and you want him out, stop doing the little the only comparison I have, which is wild, the racial undertones. Stop doing undertones with Maresca. Just say it, man. Say it. You want him gone? Just say it. Just, like, I hate that. Man.
Is that what they say? Is that what they say? A man of color, is like, he's got a bad attitude, isn't it? And it's just like, just say, man. You might as well just say the slur at this point, fam.
Exactly,
because we all know what you are.
Exactly. And especially this fan base. Listen, you guys were giving Sarri death threats because we lost to City and Bournemouth in the space of a week. Listen, we know what you want to do to Maresca, innit? Just stop being pussy, man. Relax. Let's do it.
Bunch of Tim Sherwoods out here. It's like when you called Jackson a rapper, fam.
Exactly. Bro,
what else Warren put this comment. By the way, don't you think Palmer should go to the right, since in the middle he's been poor lately? What have you made of Palmer lately? Has his form dipped?
He's just his performances have, But that's the annoying thing, right? Because he's still creating and he's still creating chances for others, and he's still getting in goal scoring positions. It's just we're just in a poor rut goal scoring wise. Again, I expected all this as well. By the way, I said we would start great, go through a bad run.
Yep.
We're going through our bad run, but because people got tricked by 2 months of form that we're in a title race, that's why there's even a bigger meltdown, as well as the fact that they don't rate Maresca. But if this was a different manager, this was Tuchel, we'd all be backing this. No, but it's not Tuchel's fault Jackson can't finish, guys. It's not Tuchel's fault that he's making a sub very late, guys. What do you expect him to do? But when it's Maresca, he's a championship manager. Okay. But you wanted to keep Poch as well, no?
Yeah.
We wouldn't be in a title race for Poch. Title race. We wouldn't be anywhere near as good. What we're doing now, points wise, is what we should have been doing all season. I said it. We're only look better than we are because of how poor Arsenal and City are. Now that the other teams have gotten better in this 5-game bad run that Chelsea have been in, we're now seeing that we should be in a top 4 race all along. Because up until the last month that we've just played, Newcastle and Isaac, they were ass. Arsenal still are ass, to be fair. City were ass. That's why we looked in a title race. But because teams have gotten better when we've gone through our bad run, and now it looks like now people want to throw their toys at the pan. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to.
This is the thing. How many times would we go back to it where I said end of February? If Chelsea are around the same time end of February, I'll say they're in the title race. But I also think, I try and ignore online fan bases as much as possible, just because everyone is a bit of a mutant. Like, literally every fan base is a bit of a mutant on Twitter because they will hide it behind footballers and stuff. But the only reason why I cuss Arsenal fans out is because they're the exact same in real life. Everyone else is just online and online mutant. All the fans are the exact same in real life as they are online. Like, you'll meet one of these well-beast AVI people in real life. Like, that's what they'll bring out these fucking sofa score things right in front of you, bro. That's what they'll do. They'll bring out the tactics board right in front of you. Like, even if you're in a fucking pub. But with these Chelsea fans, I feel like you guys were so close to ignoring the hype. Like, you still had the little people around that were like, "Oh, we're in the title race, Chelsea," and all that. And I'm like, I hear that. I hear that you want to keep your standards up. But at the same time, do you think you're ready for that? Do you want to put the pressure on these certain group of players to get you there? You're only going to disappoint yourself doing that.
Bro, do you remember when I was praising our fan base? I was praising us, bro. I was saying, listen, you know what? People may be annoyed with this fugazi chill guy gimmick, and I get it. But the fact that we're so united as a fan base, I don't care. Keep doing it. And then the next game we fall apart. I think it was the Spurs game maybe where I praised us for doing it, and then all of a sudden we fall apart now. Am I the jinx?
I've got the Mike's curse, and it's been going on for time. So I don't know whether you've got a jinx as well. But sometimes this shit just happens. Like, the problem is as soon as people start getting caught up in the hype, it goes through everywhere. So there might be a balance of, okay, cool, maybe the players also think, we're not in the title race as our manager said, and it might have filtered through there. But it also might have thought, hold on, we might be in a title race, and then they put the pressure on themselves because they're young. A lot of these players are young. A lot of these players haven't been in this position before. So they're like, oh shit, I'm the main guy. I'm starting every week. I'm in a title race. Oh my God. Even though they say to the media, I don't believe it and all that, that's what they're saying to themselves, but they're human. They can't just turn it off. And even if they're experienced, they can't just turn it off. Exactly. Footballers probably think that more than people think, especially with the social media era. It's not just a newspaper flying around saying this man's in a title race and that. It's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. It's everywhere. I'm not saying that people change your opinion because the players might see it. Fuck, just say your opinion. But these players are going to be thinking that because they're human like us. They're not just some AI, Grok AI lot. The other team getting better isn't why we lost to Ipswich, Fulham, and drew to Palace and Bournemouth. The logic makes no sense.
That wasn't my point, by the way. I'm not excusing the losses against those teams. That's my point.
If we did our job, we'd be 10 points above Newcastle. Literally had to collect 3 of 15 for them to go above us. Let's be serious.
Yeah, I know. Again, I agree. Again, that's my point, though.
There you go. Like this is the thing. It was only like a few games ago where Newcastle went on this mad run as well. Like I didn't actually realize the form they were on until I looked at the table the other day. I was like, hold on, they've won like 5 in a row in the league.
They
Like, it's
won
getting
5 in a
ridiculous.
row. Isaac has scored in his last 8 games or something.
Yeah. Yep. He scored a
And
precious
all of a
game.
sudden, he's like the best striker in the league. But again, like
They weren't saying that a few weeks ago.
they were horrible, and people
Yep.
were saying Jackson's the best striker in the league. That's how well he
Yeah.
was doing, how well Chelsea were doing. So that's my point of like, see how a month has now made a big difference.
Facts.
We just need to get a win and end the rot. But
Yeah.
we're on the 16th of January. We play City, I think, next week, or maybe the week after. We're like 2 games away from playing City. That was D-Day for me. Remember? I said, go unbeaten until we face City, and then let's see what happens.
yeah. We ain't even got to that. You face them next weekend, not this weekend. You do. Actually, no, you do. On the next Saturday, 5:30 kickoff, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Away from home. I still think you'll get a draw out of that, But we'll come back. We'll come to that when it's there.
See are on a little form. They might slap us.
No, did you see them against Brentford? I didn't see the game, but did you see the way they conceded the goals? They weren't running. They don't care.
Have you seen the way we're conceding goals? Oh yeah, we do play them the 25th. Oh yeah, that is next Saturday. Back. Yeah, we're cooked. We play on Monday and we play on Saturday. Yeah, we're cooked.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, you guys were always in the top 4 race, and the top 4 race is just going to be just as inconsistent as it has been right now. With obviously City are in the top 4 race realistically at this point. Newcastle are, I don't know about Arsenal, but Nottingham Forest, they're there as well. Like, there's a few teams there. It's going to be just as inconsistent as it goes forward. It's going to be a bit like the 18-19 season where it was just fully chaos in between the 4 teams below Man City and Liverpool that were just going back to back with how shit they were doing at the time. Even Chelsea were in their first season, Arsenal were in their first season, Man United had Ollie, and Tottenham were being Tottenham. That was the full chaos that season. It's going to be exactly like that, just like it is in every top 4 race. With Tottenham and Villa last season, it was like that as well. Tottenham and Villa were just going back and forth.
I think we should still be fine because I look at Newcastle. Isaac will get another injury, and then definitely. All of a sudden they'll struggle. Yeah. Forest are like, I don't even know. Forest, they'll just keep winning games until they stop. I don't even know with them.
Yeah, I don't know when they're going to stop. I don't know when they're going to stop, because I feel like they're going to stop eventually. But the way fucking Murillo and Alanka and Chris Wood,
it's fine. It's fine. Let them just keep winning, man. I need Ola Aina to have a league title, man. I need that. So.
I hear that. I can't even root for anyone. I ain't got anyone to root for in that team, man. That's what pisses me off, man. I ain't got any agendas. There's no agendas from that team I can root for.
Ola Aina league title before Bukayo Saka. I'll be there.
There's some of the names. If they had won the league title, Ryan Yates. Ryan Yates does not deserve a league title. He's called Ryan Yates for starters. This man does not deserve a league title. I'm sorry. Like, this guy's a head loss merchant. He's the Forrest McTominay. And he's
Chelsea and Man United flops. Callum Hudson-Odoi and Anthony Elanga with a league title before Saliba and Gabriel. Crazy.
Oh my days. Some of them players, man. Oh, God, that's so funny. Newcastle sold Elliot Anderson. I know Newcastle are doing well right now. I can't believe they sold Elliot Anderson. I don't care about PSR. You shouldn't have sold that guy. You kept Longstaff.
Well, Muriel with the same amount of league titles as Van Dijk. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
Yates with more league titles than Gerrard is crazy.
Chris Wood with the same amount of league titles as Salah. Think about that. That would be insane. And listen, I might as well move on to that game because I don't think either of us got to watch it because we were both playing at the same time. I was at the game.
Yeah.
For my game. But fuck, when are Forest gonna stop, man? Because this is getting ridiculous, man. It's not even like they've had a settled back four. They've had a settled back 3. They've changed their left back around a few times with Nico Williams and Moreno. But Ola Aina, Milinkovic, Murillo, Matt Sells in goal, Gibbs White, Hudson Odoi, Elanga, Chris Wood, like who's playing CDM for them? With Dominguez and these people. What the fuck is going on? Nuno's what the fuck is Nuno? Nuno's got his Portuguese like flow back. He got it back. He's got his Ruben Neves, Moutinho, Jota flow again, like he did at Wolves. Like, it's so funny. I've admitted this before, yeah, but it's funny. It's even funnier now. When they sacked Steve Cooper, I said, it's so funny. I said they should go and get Lopetegui instead of Nuno.
Why?
I thought Lopetegui was just more ready for a Prem job just because he came back from one at the time and Nuno was in Saudi but like in height, oh my god, when you look back at that with what I've been through with that balding fucking spaz and
Wait,
look at Nuno now.
If Nuno had gone to West Ham, he could have been doing this. You could have been in the title race.
I fucking doubt it.
What, Jared Bowen, Kudus, Paqueta? Bro, that could have put you in a title race, man. Just add Chris Wood up top.
I said we were linked with Nuno at one point, but this is like a Steinberg link, so it's not really a link. When Jacob Steinberg reports about you, just think the opposite. Nuno, I think it was like in the Conference League season where Moyes was on the fringe of getting sacked every 3 games. We were linked with Sean Dyche, Nuno Espirito Santo, and I can't remember the rest. Rafa Benitez, of course.
Rafa.
Sullivan loves Benitez. Fucking stupid dwarf, man. But we were linked with Nuno.
Rafa, man.
No, that was for Sullivan, not Rafa.
Okay.
But we were linked with Nuno. I was like, nah, fuck that. And it was like, nah, fuck that. But if he went to us, it could have been different. But it wasn't even close, so I don't even need to dwell on that. But fucking hell.
The amount of rejects that squad has, crazy.
Yeah, Prem Reject FC, genuinely. Like,
bro, Chris Wood couldn't get a game at Newcastle. Cho is a Chelsea flop. Alanga is a Chelsea flop. Or Alanga is a United flop, but they both have points to prove. They're both still very young. Gibbs White is a star boy. Bro, man.
Wolves sold him, and people laughed at 40 million. It looks like a fucking bargain now. He's been their best player since he signed by far, and he's so important to that team. Like on a counter, you don't want to see him try up with the ball, man.
Bro, I said to Jez, the start of last season, that summer, I said, would you not take, or maybe it was the start of this summer actually, going into this season. I said that would you not take Morgan Gibbs White at Spurs as a backup from Madison? He said no. He doesn't rate him.
Oh, fair.
Bro,
I've always rated Gibbs White, man.
Bro, they do a Leicester.
No, Joy, I'll be real, yeah. Here's what I'm gonna say with that, yeah. We need to stop this doing a Leicester thing in this country. I'll be real, because like Leicester it always gets like put out there with Leicester, yeah. Everyone's the next doing a Leicester until they do fuck all. And then Leicester don't get the credit they deserve for their past achievement because everyone compares it to Leicester. But what Leicester did will never, ever be done. I'm not saying you're doing that, but the media bought into that. When they were like 4th, 3rd, like Leicester were top of the league most of the time.
But you know what this country is like, man. Working class country. They want something to, Leicester is basically the working class man's achievement. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. So that's why they want another Leicester, man. But me, I just don't want like Liverpool or Arsenal to win the league.
That's fair.
So Leicester, and I need agendas, man. The fact that I can say that who was it? What Morgan and Hoof have as many titles as Van Dijk. So the fact that Danny Drinkwater is a Premier League legend, but Gerrard isn't because of a title. The fact that I can say that.
Leandro Ajoa, like Christian Fuchs, Danny Simpson. He was on Misfits a year ago. He won the league.
What, fighting?
Yeah, he fought Danny Aarons.
Okay.
What in the metaverse are we living in, bro?
You have a Premier League title. Why are you doing Misfits? And he's English as well, no?
Yeah, he's English.
I swear that should be enough to get you like a coaching job somewhere, or at least go on Sky Sports, man. Be a pundit.
Bro, this guy, this guy was fighting Danny Aaron's, and drew. By the way, in typical fashion, they drew.
Oh, he treated Danny Aaron. Wow.
It was both of their first fights, and they drew. Like, I didn't watch it, but I'm glad I didn't. Like this is the thing with Forest. Like we all keep saying because it's Forest naturally, or because it's not a typical like fashionable team, not a big six team, it's
Yeah,
gonna fall down eventually. And we've been saying this for a couple months now, but they've been sensational for most of the time. Like they've had only a couple games where you could be like, maybe the
they
wheels have fallen
haven't
off. But they
been.
haven't.
Yeah, bro. And even what you said right about their back four, they've had injuries and they still dealt with this.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Like they've only had three players settled in: Ola, Aina, Milinkovic, and Murillo. They've rotated their left backs. Like, Ola. By the way, I wish I had proof of every player I used to have stocks in, because Ola Aina was one of them. Ola Aina
oh
was one of
yeah,
them. When he
yeah.
was on loan at Fulham, I was like, this guy's a player. This guy is a player. Like they got relegated, but the people don't understand. Scott Parker is a fucking shit manager for getting that team
Bro,
relegated. Yeah,
you know
he's
what's
so
annoying?
shit.
I actually, I actually kind of had stocks in Scott Park at the time. I said, well, no, was it the Fulham job or maybe the job? What? No, the Bournemouth job, right? I said that like because he
Oh,
left, and I was like, it's not his fault. He left because he didn't get back. I kind of defended him low key because I wanted him to be a bit good, but like, yeah,
yeah,
Scott Parker, man. When you look at that Fulham team that he got relegated, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Ademola Lookman, I think Joachim Anderson was in that team as well.
Adebayo, Anthony
Mitrovic,
Robertson,
he had bowlers, but
Ariola.
I think is a lot of those players are just so young though. That's the thing. I think because they
Yeah,
matured now, but like you, bro, you had a
Sabo and
shit.
Gisa though, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, he was their
He
only
was
good
good
player that
then.
season. But Lookman was shit that year. I remember watching him. He was shit that year.
The thing I've
Aina was
always thought
good,
though, if
but
Lookman had a proper coach though, if Lookman
he
had a
would
proper coach
explode.
from
Yeah,
early, he
yeah,
would be proper. Because even at Leicester, he had a few games at Leicester, but he made an impact. But he was second choice to Harvey Barnes. So I always saw something in Lookman. I said West Ham should go buy Lookman after his Fulham loan. I was always
that's
like, come
true.
to us, like
Because I
because we
remember him
needed.
at Everton, and I liked Lookman early as
Mm,
well. But at Fulham, it just
yeah,
didn't look good. But yeah, no, you're right. Because yeah, man.
that team shouldn't have got relegated, man. Even like Bobby Dickendover Reed was good then. Harrison Reed was good then. Like even the okay players were better then. Like these are good
He
players. These are that this team shouldn't have got relegated.
Yeah, but Scott Parker was like playing. He was play like I mean, Aina can play in a back three. To be fair, like I at least I think he can. But he was
He
playing a
can.
back three. He was playing Reed at wing back. He was
Yeah,
doing some
yeah.
crazy things that season.
Scott
So
Parker. Yeah, Scott Parker, fam. That's the thing. Some of those Fulham players are there now. Like Tom Kenny's still there. He's doing well at Fulham now. Like,
yeah,
if you can make use out of these players, like think about it. That Fulham team got relegated. Marco Silva came in. They broke one of the records in the championship. They were like they flew. No one even challenged them for
got
the
promoted.
championship.
Yeah, yeah,
If you can win convincingly in the championship at first place, that you're a good team, like a very very good team that's gonna like do
yeah.
well. Like obviously, maybe not companies Burnley, but that was a bit different. That was a slightly
Yeah.
different.
Oh,
But
so yeah. Oh, so if they had just a better manager,
yeah,
they would have stayed. Yeah,
yeah. If Marco Silva was
crazy.
manager of Fulham, then they would have
Yeah,
been like 16th or something. They would have survived at least, and then they would have kicked on from there. Because
yeah,
Fulham weren't investing. Don't get me wrong, but Anthony Robinson has always been good. I've maintained that for years. Anthony Robinson's another one.
baller,
People like
bro.
Harrison Reed, then, bro.
The summer of 2020, when we spent
Mm,
50 million on that English donkey Chilwell, I said, get me Grimaldo, you get me
mm,
Anthony Robertson.
mm,
There's left backs in Europe I will take. There are left backs in Europe, and we spent 50
yeah,
million on that donkey.
yeah. I've got a like before this YouTube thing, I had like one Chelsea friend I spoke to. Yeah, I remember he was so pissed off when you signed Ben Chilwell. He was like, "What the actual fuck are we doing? This guy cannot defend in the back four and stuff like that." I know he had like a couple like good moments, but still, eventually you saw it because the guy's just limited, heavily limited, without Tuchel's system where the wing backs were flying, inverting, overlapping, etc., scoring goals, shooting, etc. Like, come on, man. I didn't know about this before. Ben Chilwell was too pussy to take a throw in the den at Millwall because he was getting abused from the fans. This is the FA Cup tie
For
away
Leicester.
at Millwall. Yeah, with Leicester. He was too pussy to take a throw in. He was like, I don't want to take this throw in. Meh, 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 meh. Like, bro, that's when you know
What?
you're not meant to be here, fam. You're not meant to be here with your
Wait, he
stupid
didn't want to take
hair,
a
bro.
throw in. What does that?
Bro, because you're just getting abuse from the fans all the time.
But I don't even. This guy's played at Anfield, man.
But that's how fucking fuck the den is. The den you'll get abuse. Even if you're not a rival. Even if you're not a rival,
I'm
you just get
sorry.
abuse.
I'm sorry. Tuchel, bro. Tuchel must have used some serious judge to win that Champions League, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know how you
Chilwell, Werner, Havertz, Mount.
That defense was sick though. Like Rudiger, Christensen, Thiago Silva is a fucking ridiculous back three. Looking back,
Bro, Silva got injured in the final, and City still didn't get a sniff, bro. That's witchcraft. I'm sorry. It's witchcraft.
yeah.
That's why we're going through this right now. We have to pay for our sins.
But as I was saying earlier, like that Fulham team, everyone in that Fulham team now, their stocks have gone up, or they're being useful as a squad player at Fulham. Zambo and Gisa is at Napoli. Like Mitrovic is in Saudi, but he was doing well in Fulham when they came back into the Prem. Bobby D. Cordova-Reid is still a Premier League player, and he was still doing well before he got released by Fulham as a squad player. He's now at Leicester. Now, he may not be
You had
playing now.
Joachim Anderson
Joachim Anderson's
in
back
that
at
team as
Fulham
well,
now.
bro, which I rated, bro. I remember he went to Palace. Everyone that first season was talking about Guehi, because that was his first season at Palace as well. I said no, Anderson's the baller, and you've seen it now that he's left Palace and how their defense looks all over the place. Like Anderson is I would take him at Chelsea, bro.
Yeah, to be honest with you, it was actually the best for both worlds in the end, though, because Anderson wasn't doing well in that back three. Like he actually gets more exposed in the back three than the back four. Funny enough, because the space is so like far wide in between the centre backs. So when he was playing central centre back, this guy was getting exposed. But at Fulham, he's gone back to how he was, like how he's playing under Vieira at Palace. In a back four, you're settled in. You've got him and Calvin Bassey. Like Calvin Bassey's quite erratic, and Anderson like can cover his like calmness. I rated Calvin Bassey as well. Like I like Bassey. But I think them two just work really well together. With Gay and Anderson, I rated them both. I was like, if whoever gets either of them is like, wow. Like,
and that's why I've been saying this since 2020 or 2019. Again, if you can't find that like alpha tier center backs to like drag up your guys, build a partnership. Like Palace had that and Anderson and Guehi. Now Fulham have that in Anderson and Bassey. Like, and fine, maybe they can say those are lesser teams than what Chelsea should be. But you look at what Bournemouth have in Zabrani and that Wilson guy.
Oh yeah, Hoyson. Yeah.
Yeah, look at what the partnership that Forest have now with Murillo and Milkovic. Like, if you can build a partnership with talented center backs, with quality center backs, they don't have to be like a Thiago Silva level or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But we have Colwell, so.
Yeah, just to answer your question, George. Shout out to George as well. Make sure you subscribe to George. We're on Omar's channel in like just over 10 minutes. So we'll be live until then.
That said, Ahmad Zaka just saying, hey. Ahmad has a hat trick. Hey, Ahmad.
Hey.
Welcome to the hat trick club, brother. It's about time you've joined. It's about time you joined.
Ahmad has a hat trick before the Snow Bunny hunter, Marcus Rashford.
Oh my god. Great.
Oh my god, he does.
Hey, but has Ahmad ever had a hat trick of Snow Bunny?
No, but do you know why this is? Do you know why that's not even a thing anymore though? Because Rashford went out with this woman, and she broke up with him to go back on Love Island. So you fumbled the bag, and you're a fucking idiot in just in general, Marcus Rashford, on and off the pitch. This girl dumped you straight back to go on Love Island again. She wanted to do a 2.0. I'm just saying. As I told you, man, about Ahmad Dina. This guy, brother, you know, like Ahmad's great, yeah, but you are probably one of the most shameless people on the internet, Taz. You guys nearly fucking lost to Southampton. How did you really lose to Southampton? They played James Bree in the back three. James Bree's a right back. We need a convo on Jack Swagger, aka Arsmus. I'm sure, do you know what, fam? This guy does fuck all up front. He does absolutely nothing. This guy's good at nothing. Like, I don't care about he's young this and he's young that, yeah? You got to see something in someone to be like, they're going to develop for the future and their qualities are going to get better. As a Rasmus to West Ham in 2025. Yeah, good luck with that. I don't know why you keep trying, but I think you live in your own world, Taz. Not going to lie. This ain't David Moyes anymore, man. This ain't David Moyes anymore. We don't want your scraps. Thank you for Wan-Bissaka, though. I appreciate it. Like, this is the thing with like people like Højlund, people like Garnacho. It's just he's young for the sake of it. I see nothing in these footballers. I know Garnacho was all right today, but maybe this is his level. Lower to mid teams. Maybe not us, but because I don't want to break my back watching Garnacho playing for my football club. But go and play for someone else. Maybe David Moyes will like you at Everton. And so thank you for taking our words. I much appreciate it. Thank you for selling him. Thank you for selling him. Shout out to Carl as well. Hope you're doing well, bro. But this is the thing with the Prem now. I don't know what to predict now. This is the weirdest top 4 race I've seen. This is the weirdest relegation battle I've seen as well. I don't know, like, I know people didn't really expect Wolves to finish like 10th or 9th or 8th or anything, but nobody expected Wolves to be how bad they are now. I think they probably expected them with Leicester and maybe Ipswich and Southampton, but Wolves, Leicester, and Ipswich are going bad for bad relegation battle. And then you got Bournemouth up there, Fulham are up there, Brentford are here and there. Like, Bournemouth might get Europe this season. Imagine that stadium with Europe. Bro, you can think, like, I don't know what if their stadium is even bigger than fucking Sainsbury's. I'm not too sure. Like, you can fit
you're bigger than Sainsbury's.
Yeah. I think one of their stands is generally smaller than the frozen aisle. Like, imagine that with Europe.
Oh,
Imagine
no,
that with Europe.
I need that.
That would be sick. Iraola's doing a fantastic job. Because even as you said with Højlund and Zabani, the only reason why Højlund's even played in the first place is because Senesi's injured. And Senesi was key towards them. Senesi and Zabani was a very good partnership. And then Højlund's come in, and their recruitment. Jesus Christ. If you just have the right coach, look at their signings they've signed. Milos Kerkez. And only one you can say is probably Kepa has stunk. But Zabani, who did I just say? Senesi, even like Lewis Cook and Ryan Christie, players that were there before, players that weren't thought of as anything, are very key to how they play. If Tyler Adams isn't playing, Adams barely plays.
So you're saying that a good coach makes. Actually, I can't even do that. We don't have Poch anymore. It's doing that. Actually, no. Speaking of a good coach making a difference, brother, how does it feel to be free of terrorism, man? Does the air smell different?
The air does smell different. It doesn't smell of a summer anymore. Like, this is the thing with West Ham. This is the first time, and I don't want to get too carried away. I'm not saying West Ham are back. West Ham are going to get Europe. West Ham are going to win something. I'm not doing all of that. We've been in 2 games. But you finally have hired a coach. It's only taken you 14 years, nearly 15 years of me watching football as a fan for you to hire an actual, a decent coach. But well done, because this guy's actually getting the best out of Edson Alvarez right now in terms of one game. He played really well. If he can carry that on, I will stop getting on his back and stop saying that he should retire from football and go sell things in Romford Market. I'll stop saying that if you carry on the way you're playing. Like, cool, Mohamed Kudus needs to step up because this guy's having a good first half and a bad second half. I need to see better. I'm harsher on the better players. I need to see way more from Mohamed Kudus himself. But it's better to see us trying to play football and us having a plan. All I wanted this season was an identity and 10th. I asked identity and 10th. And then we could get Europe next season, talk about Europe next season. That's all I wanted. I think I was being nice. And I'm a negative fan. I'll happily say I am a negative fan. But I was being nice. I said identity and 10th. But the Sangria Spastic didn't give me anything. He gave me, I don't know, just a full fucking syndrome of playing. Like the way we were playing is just dog shit. And now I can see a game plan. I can see an identity. That's all I've wanted. And then I'll give you time. I know what to give time now. How in 2 games can I see an identity under Potter? Oh, but you should have said you should be sacked after 5 games. Turns out I was right. I was right. Did I want to be right? Fuck no, bro. I wanted a plan. I wanted to trust something. People think that your club to not do well when you're on YouTube and stuff. We're just fans talking on camera. I don't think people get the concept of that. Don't take it out on me. Take it out on the Spurs. Like, it's simple as that. I said, shout out to Yandu. Big up. When's capital conflict? I have no fucking clue. I think Northside's still on holiday. So probably when he's back from holiday. I'm not too sure. Prime, did you see the Chelsea Civil War the other day? What happened there?
Oh, do you want to see it, Mike?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, let's see it. Oh, was it Fator?
I'll bring it up. Chelsea fan TV. Bros, this like fucking old geezer is beefing Fator. Fator, who goes home and away, he probably goes to more games than Lewis, talking about how oh, you don't sing at games or whatever, you don't sing at games. Shut up, bro. Where is it? This is
How's it being coached by League? No, good right now, but give it time. Give it time.
How is it being coached by League? That's crazy.
How is Bowen doing? I think he's ahead of schedule for his injury. So I don't know when that is, but he's running. He's not meant to be running right now due to, I think he had a bone fracture. Paella Pochettino is probably an insult to Pochettino. Pochettino was terrible.
Yeah,
I heard he might be back against Aston Villa. If he is, then fucking hell, we have perfect. Absolutely perfect. But I doubt it. I need Somerville back minimum. I hope Tadebo's back soon as well. But we just need our players back. We need to sign a striker, and then I can rest. Our season's over anyway, but we're just kind of just trying to enjoy our life now.
Yeah, you're building for next season, basically. You're linked to while I go get this clip up, you guys are linked to players. You're linked to 2 of Chelsea's players, Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Because apparently you guys want Potter wants a technical deep lying midfielder. Dewsbury Hall is not a deep lying midfielder, to be fair, but
he's not.
You guys are linked to him.
Steinberg tweet. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, Okay, he's 3 days to be fair, Steinberg. But regardless, you're linked to 2 Chelsea players, him and Carney Chuameka. You're also linked to Taiwo Awoni. So, what are your thoughts on those 3 players? Do you want any of them, or no?
I'd actually. I know people don't. I know Chelsea fans don't like Dewsbury Hall, but I've watched Dewsbury Hall for time. I'd take him at West Ham. I think because of the position he can play midfield, like he's not a deep line playmaker, but he's still a profile that we need, in my opinion. I would take Carney Chukwuemeka if it meant that. Obviously, I would take both of these players if it was a loan to buy. If we had a buy option, I don't want to just loan and just develop just so Chelsea can flip them. But I want a buy option if they do well, just so we can trigger it. And yeah, cool, move on, get them in the summer. With Awayani, he's too injury prone. I like him, but he's too injury prone. Like, I think he could do well for us if he stays fit, but I am sick of signing injury prone players. We've just signed Fulkirk, who got injured in Germany, prolonged his injury, and was fit for a month and then done his hamstring in. I know Awayani is 4 years younger or 5 years younger, whatever, but I want someone who actually has a decent injury record. I don't think that's hard to sign, really. But get me a striker. But right now, we're not active. We're just linked, talking to, interested in. It's just like having all these girls on Instagram or girls on your phone and you're not texting one of them. Cool. But don't brag about having girls on your phone if you're not texting one of them. That's West Ham linked with players. Simple as that. Bragging about having girls.
So West Ham are doing what Arsenal do then?
Yeah. Basically, a lot of briefings. Basically, you've got all these girls on your phone. You're bragging about having them, but you're still a virgin, lad. You're still a virgin. You ain't signed a striker that's like been successful in the past decade, really. Only players that have converted into strikers. Mikel Antonio and Arnautovic. And the other ones that are actually good, you didn't like prepare the system for them. Like Skamaka and Haller are now shit players. They weren't. They weren't shit players. They're only shit when they were at West Ham because David Moyes. But anyway, you got the clip.
Yes. So, Chelsea fans, or this one in particular,
Mm-hmm.
What did I just do? It'll be easier to just do this. No, because I realized I opened it up on a thing where I know my Chrome won't actually share, which is annoying.
Oh, right. Yeah, makes sense.
So, okay, this is easier.
Make sure to leave a like on the video, people. We're going to close after this because we're going to be on Omar's channel, people. So we're going to talk more Premier League on Omar's channel.
Yes, we will. So this is Chelsea fan. Basically attacking Fatter and stuff about like him and Lewis and whatever being consistent about Poch.
Don't you fucking start.
You can hear that, right?
Yep.
Right, cool. So.
Don't you fucking start. Last season, you said the same thing. He doesn't make changes. He doesn't do this. I know. I kept the same energy like last season. Does he have 14 fucking injuries? No, he doesn't. Right. So what's his fucking excuse then? Bournemouth had 12 injuries as well. That's why I blame Maresca. What's his fucking excuse then? I blame Maresca more than anything. And Fulham? Yes, as well. And Palace? Yes, as well. And Everton? Yes. I did question Maresca a couple of times this season. A couple of times? Yes. You judge the manager when he's got the same players. The same players. Everyone slagged Pochettino off last season. Not good enough. Not good enough. Poch last season. Yes, you did. I never slacked Poch last season. After the Carabao Cup final. I never slacked Poch last season. I never Carabao Cup final. I never slacked Poch. Yes, you did. I never slacked Poch last season. After the Carabao Cup final. Poch last season. You blamed him for the Carabao. I never blamed the Carabao Cup. Please behave yourself, man. You behave yourself. Behave. Pardon me. Fucking sing. Why is it my fault? Like half of them. It's the half of them. Doesn't sing anyway. Like half of them. It's the whole block doesn't sing anyway. What's the point? Don't blame me then. It's the whole block doesn't sing anyway. Why can't you sing then?
And you know what's weird? Thatcher actually didn't blame Poch last season at all. He was never Poch out. Now, if you guys know Thatcher, we know why he wasn't Poch out. I'm not gonna say it, but we all know why he wasn't Poch out. But to attack, bro, yeah, this guy was telling me things. Yeah, man, it was yeah, the guy's proper Chelsea. Let me just say that, proper Chelsea.
We all know what that means in real meaning. But listen, people, we're going to go to Omar's channel now, so make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. Social media is in the description if you want to follow me and email for the inquiries as well. Got the match preview tomorrow because I'm going to be out all Friday, so you have the pre-recorded match preview at 12. A follow up Prime, all social medias as well, Anonymous Prime. And yeah, we'll see you there, people. The link is in the chat if you want to click on the video because I don't know how to redirect to people. But make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.